Hi Gemini, it's Lulu by Love with House of Oshun, and today I'm going to do your January 2019 general monthly reading. Okay, it's dark 30. Okay, so I can't get loud. Whew. I didn't think I was gonna ever come out of that meditative state. I have a lot of information to share with y'all, but let's carry on. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Gemini. Any information that you need will be in the description box, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Y'all been hanging in there with me. Thank you. So let's get your overview. And the information you have for Gemini for January 2019. Somebody got them a little love going on. Okay. Feeling good. Y'all must be in some Venus energy too. Okay. But it feels as though, maybe you're dealing with a Libra, someone with a moon in Libra. But I'm seeing here where you are in your full element. Okay. You are really thankful for the smaller things in life. It feels as though you are in a state of gratitude here. There may be reignited passion or a new love that has entered your life here, darling. I like it. What else? It feels like some of you may be kind of afraid to move forward with someone, or afraid to take this leap of faith with this new creative endeavor. There's something, it feels too good. Some of y'all feel like it feels too good to be true. You cannot base your future on your past, baby. They're saying do not hold back. Do not allow your past to control you. Because this is karmic. These are karmic lessons that you have learned, and everything that you've put out, now you are about to reap the benefits of those things that you want to experience, but on a higher level, instead of it feeling like, oh, this is going wrong, that is going wrong, I don't know which way to go about that, and questioning things. I really feel as though you'll be standing fully in a number of things that you came here to learn. You've put in the work, and now you receive the reward. And it's mostly for those of you who, because every sign, every person, there's polarities, right? We have optimists and we have pessimists, right? I just feel like you'll be very optimistic. You'll be on the high end of the positive traits of Gemini, whatever those are. I just feel like that's what you will be embracing even more of in the month of January. They're saying that instead of viewing things, this experience that you are in, instead of looking at it based on, like I said before, past experiences, they want you to see this not bigger, but see this, they want you to see this from a different perspective, a different angle. Now, y'all already got two faces. I need y'all to get another face. How about this one? Okay. Well, this eye. Okay. There's a different way of looking at it. They want you to embrace this change. Of course, where the mind dwells, the reality swells. And it really feels as though if you really want to take, like some of you may have walked into a window of opportunity, and it's time for you to grab life by the horns. Okay? Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, now that I say it there. All right, let's see here. Let's clarify this romance. You are really in harmony with yourself, your environment, your surroundings. You kiss the flowers, they kiss you back. I like it. Whew. I'm grateful, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold your ways. You got 10 cups. Whew. Things are really working out for you here. This card flipped over. whatever may have transpired or will transpire here, it's only because things need to be shaken up. Anything that happens out of nowhere, you need to have a calm clarity when going through this situation here, and it may have something to do with family or some type of trip that you may be taking, but overall some shit might have came out at a birthday party, some type of celebration or what have you. It don't matter. All I'm saying is for you to be a bigger person. They're saying here where when it, like, you may even want to tell someone in your family exactly how you feel, and it's going to have you relieved. You're no longer in a space of being quiet about certain things. You're standing in your truth, and you're coming from a good space. Some of you may even tell someone no and start some shit, right? But at the end of the day, you'll be able to rebuild moving forward. If you have any doubts about what has happened or what may have been said, they want you to look at things from a different perspective again, because it's important for you to know that everything happens as it should and when it should, and everything that you do affects you and probably hundreds and hundreds of other people, right? The things that we do don't only affect us, they also affect others as well. Some of you have some past life energy that you are shedding and needing to release, just period. Whether it's this lifetime or another one, it's time for you to let some things go. If you finally gotten in tune with your star player and you realize that you were a Salem witch back in the day, and now you don't want to, you're feeling good about doing your spiritual work, whatever it is, because you can be a cashier somewhere and doing your spiritual work. But instead of being afraid of your gifts, being afraid, like they're just saying, don't allow anything that has happened before to affect where you are and where you wish to go, what you wish to experience, because this is beautiful energy. Clarify this. Yeah, I really feel as though some of you may be dealing with Libra, Virgo. It's a lot of Libra energy. Maybe you have Libra in your rising. There may have been a divorce that happened, and you finally feel renewed. You're not taking no shit, right? I really feel as though you are coming out of a space of feeling powerless, attacked. You may have even been depressed. Someone may have turned their back on you, and you just need to move forward. When it comes to something that happened in the past, it feels as though taking time out to meditate is going to be very important for you. I feel as though for those of you who may be divorced or dealing with someone who, excuse me, I'm sorry about that if y'all heard that, dealing with someone who may have been divorced, some of you want to take some time away from them, or you have decided to take some time away from someone who it just feels as though they may have tried, like no matter what you say, how you try to do things, they wouldn't give you letting up. And you just like, I'm just gonna chill, you know, I'm gonna pray for your ass, right? Any hurt, pain, sorrow, depression, all that is behind you now, okay? I feel like you will go into a space of reflecting, and in this space of reflecting, it will have you look at things from a different perspective. Again, I just feel like it, okay? You don't know if you want to go back to your past. You don't know if you want to get caught up in a web. Caught up in a web. Could have been a web of lies. You just feel defeated or felt defeated, and you're in a good space and you don't want to go back. When it comes to what you've gone through, the seed has been planted. You're ready to move forward. You've already made certain commitments in your life. You are showing that you are dependable in some facet. Some of you may have even had some type of surgery or had some type of I feel like there's some healing, right? So at any rate, you're in a space now that you really want to take your time moving forward. You are seeing things from a different angle, and you're trying to move forward it feels like you may be making an offer or receiving an offer, but there's an offer being made. This may be some earth energy. It could be Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But there's an offer being made, and it has to do with money, right? There's an apology being made to an earth sign as well. I'm seeing where some of you may be receiving assistance for a child, finally. The other person may just take their time to, for whatever reason, and that may be why you need to look at things from a different angle, get the answers that you need. Whoever this person is that takes their time with offering assistance or help with this child, you want things a certain way, and they may not want them in the same manner, or may not be able to produce the way that you would have them to. I feel like there's someone who wants to prove that they are reliable. They want to prove that they are dependable. Someone wants to prove that they can lead the other, whether this is a parent or a significant other. So when it comes to looking at things from a different angle, it has something to do with that. Like someone wants to take charge, right? They want to prove themselves. And the thing about them proving themselves to you, or what have you, or you to them, it feels like the reason that they're taking their time, if it, the person's taking their time, is because there's a number of things that they're not talking about. That's number one. The other thing is that finances are finally picking up for them, or different for them now. That's number two. All right. I be trying not to do these at night. I be trying. But then if I keep on trying to wait till daytime, and then other stuff keep popping up. I don't know if y'all be watching the videos where I be explaining certain stuff outside of these zodiac videos, to try and keep people up to date with all the craziness that be going on. Angels, what information do you have for my beautiful Geminis? January 2019. Child, whatever. Look at this. You straighten up, you're on the right path. Many of you may feel it. Some of you may be in a meditative state. Good luck to you. I just came out of one. I'm down those. Last download almost took me out. All right. So, you're on the right path, and what you're going to do here is move into the door of happiness and healing. Personal happiness and healing changes results. You reap the rewards of the work that you've put in. You're back on path. And there may have been some obstacles and blocks here in the past, but now you're right on the money, right? I feel as though some of you may have some type of activity. There's like there may be like a bush by your window, like a front window. There may be some paranormal activity. Just put you some sage out there, some red brick dust. I don't know you like. Just don't be scared. Okay? It ain't spirit and dead folks that you gotta worry about. It's these motherfuckers walking around here with blood running through their body. You may even have a lot of orb activity, or have had it. But this is all confirmation for you being on the right path. I feel as though many of you are getting in touch with your feminine energy even more so. If you want to get you a man to keep you one, work that feminine energy. Whatever, that's for the girls. All right. So you will be in a meditative state. Sorry, it's coming. It feels as though, and it's good though, because of course with this meditative state that you will be entering, you will be more passive, more open, allowing, more intuitive, but also very logical as well. And what's going to happen here is that you're going to see things from a different perspective. It's here again. There's going to be a number of options available to you, a number of doors that you can walk in. It's going to be on you which one you decide to go through. I feel like you will have an epiphany when it comes down to these options as well. But at the end of the day, what centers this is beautiful. The door of happiness and healing. Yes? Many of you, now that you straighten up your where you are on your journey, not straighten it up, but you feel back on course, because you know sometimes we can feel off course, but we continue to move forward because everything happens as it should, right? Whether we understand why or not. And I'm seeing here where the things that you've gone through, this spiritual evolution that you've gone through, now it has you in a different space where you are making different type of plans here. You know how sometimes people make their New Year's resolutions 2-3 months back? No, I feel like these aren't necessarily resolutions, but this is a new plan for you. And I feel like your heart chakra is going to be pumping, vibrant, coming from a space of love, compassion, but most of all from yourself, someone that you want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with. You will, but you have to make a decision first. You don't know which way to go or how to go about moving forward with this when it comes to your heart's true desires, whether it be with a person, a situation, whatever it is that you want to do. And you're going to take a more logical approach here when it comes to this decision. I'll clarify those in a minute. Now, yeah. Voila, magic. Voila, magic. Voila, magic. Voila. So whatever it is that you are focusing on, the strategy that you are coming up with, any incantations that you are doing, any candle work that you are doing here, any petitions that you are writing, they're going to come to fruition right up in here. You got what you need to do what it is that you need to do. Some of you, this is even mental. You have the mental capacity, the ability to communicate mentally with somebody. Gonna be in the comments to my, everybody can do that. Yes, they can, right? But I feel as though success is yours when it comes to any type of mental communication. It could even be telepathic communication, but I'm just feeling like when you see it, it's done. That's the type of manifestation that is coming through for you, because right after that is where I see this beautiful heart energy coming in. There is maybe not a literal death, but I do feel like things are coming full circle here. You are a number of truths are unearthed regarding yourself or any situation surrounding you, and it feels as though even if someone had been you may even be cutting off someone who may have been manipulative as well. This is Scorpion energy, yes, but this is you literally starting anew. You're allowing, you're burying, proper burial of your past in order for you to have your wishes fulfilled here. It feels as though once things, even if you're waiting for something to end, some of you may even be in and out of the hospital is what I'm seeing here as well. But at the end of the day, it feels like once things do end, in order for the newness to come in for you, and some of y'all doing magic to release yourself from something. That's a whole other conversation. But I feel like wishes will be fulfilled. You'll be waiting for what you're waiting for, though. It feels like you'll be waiting for a big reveal, though. Like, I really feel like whatever you are putting your efforts into, with this new life cycle, this is a new life cycle for you. Everything that you've gone through has brought you to this point. You have everything that you need to move forward, whether it be mentally, whether it be the tools that you need to move forward. But I feel like overall, you are very balanced in your being. So what happens here is that you will be waiting, patiently waiting for a number of things to manifest for you. There's a huge reveal. I feel as though some of you may even be waiting for another person who may have had a divorce. You may be waiting for someone who was recently divorced or getting out of a situation to come and give you that one last cup. Like, I'm complete, but I just need one more cup. And guess who got that cup? Who got the cup? This Pisces, right? Or any water sign. This Gemini, Virgo, or anyone else. But I just really feel like there may be someone who is kind of afraid to move forward. There may be someone, whether it's a business partner or what have you, someone is kind of afraid to move forward. It may be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries, any fire sign. Someone's afraid to move forward. These will be 10 in a minute. Trust me on that. But I feel like there's someone who is afraid to move forward because you are so in your element. You are feeling so good about yourself that they may see you as overconfident, and they may be afraid to move forward. They've been through a lot. They've tried a number of things in their life. They don't know if they can move forward or not. But I feel as though you will provide them with the clarity, confidence that they need to move forward if they allow it. So we're not speaking for them. Whatever you do on your journey, when you do get into this energy where you are planning, plotting for the direction that you are going here, it is very important for you not to shy away from what it is that you are putting out to manifest. Try not to, because I really feel like overall you do want to move forward. You do want to make something happen, but you're a little scared, you know. You are the other person, but I feel like this, the way that this came out to me is you. For those of you who may have Aries in your moon or Aries real close up in your chart at this time, if you're into astrology, you know where Aries is in your chart and how it will affect you in the month of January. Whatever. I ain't been liking putting on clothes lately either. I feel as though this... you'll move forward. You got this. There may be some doubts, but you overall will have what you need to move forward. There may be some help that you need from an older female or some female in your life, and it's like someone has some information and they're not giving it to you, so you're waiting for this information from them, or whatever this is that you need from this person. They're holding tight to it because they want to make sure that you are really willing to move forward. So once you get this epiphany, now there it is. Okay, so that goes right with it. All right. So some of you may get to come to a point where you feel mentally restricted. Like I said, you're going to feel kind of, I don't know if I can get out of this situation or if this will manifest, right? It just feels like it's mental, though. Like all of a sudden you may begin to play certain scenarios in your head. They just want you to come out of that. Some of you may be tied up in a situation where your hands are tied when it comes to finances in the month of January, but I feel as though that will work out for you once you make a decision to free yourself from that situation. Temper your emotions. This is what I'm feeling here. There's a lot of balance here. That's a lot of balance, right? But this is guarding the heart, not wanting to see things for what they are, and making a decision based solely, feels like to me, from intuition is what you will do. This is Sagittarius again. This is enlightenment. This is beautiful to me right here, because I also feel like there's a blending of a perfect blend of the feminine and masculine by the end of the month. So coming into the month, you're more in your feminine energy, but by the end of the month, you will be balancing those things out. This is a change of direction as well, I'm seeing here. It feels like when it comes to making a decision, you will make the decision, but I also feel as though the decision won't be made easily, because I feel as though there may be someone who tries to destroy your happiness or come in and make some type of judgments that cause you to really take a step back. And you know, you may feel as though, why, like, I feel like someone may be trying to give you an ultimatum, and you're cutting off negative people, places, and things by the end of the month, because the month will have gone so beautifully, regardless of you going into your head and overthinking things or feeling mentally stuck or confined by what people think, what people have said, or what have you. But you will come to a space where you will be making a decision here. And you will be making a logical decision. You'll take your intuition with you, but you will be making a logical decision by the end of the month, because I really feel as though the mental clarity that you need will be happening. And you cutting motherfuckers off. You swinging both of them swords. I'm tired of both of you bitches. Right? Whatever. It's right here. You will be walking through the door of romance by the end of the month, and taking into account what it is that you value, who it is that you value, what do you value about yourself. There's a shifting of values by the end of the month. Walking through... walking through the door of value. walking through the door of value. I really feel as though there may even be a surprise in your bank account by the end of the month or the 1st of February, darling. When you do walk through this door of value, that's around the same time that you will be making a decision as well. And when you make this decision, it feels as though you will be in a space, because someone's going to try and start an argument with you and test. It feels like it's a test of someone's trying to see if you have really changed. Someone's trying to, don't let them do you like that. I don't like when people do that. I'm going to fail. Test me. I'm failing. Don't test me like that. My youngest son tested me like that about 2 or 3 months ago. Oh, you ain't changed. Now you pushed me. Somebody pushing you right here. Some of you are deciding to go back to school or seek legal counsel, but I feel as though overall, when it comes to intellect, you will be full on. God damn it, I told you, look at this shit. It's a lot of Libra energy in here, y'all. But at the end of the day, things will work out in your favor. Like I said, it may be legal counsel that you may be consulting with, some type of judgment in your favor. It feels as though the rite of passage will, the cycle that you've entered, you will fully, by the end of the month, really be releasing yourself from old ways of thinking, or what have you. Some of you are expecting another baby. Somebody else is expecting another baby. I forgot who it was. But I just see a rebirth for you. I see where you will be in a lot of, you will be comfortable. You're getting away from the old. You're taking what you need from the past and moving forward. Some of you are getting out of your lease early here. It feels like you'll go from a space of barely getting by, not knowing what to do, how to do things here, whether it's with barely getting by with information, barely getting by with finances, barely getting by in your relationship. You're moving away from that. I feel like, you're going to agree to disagree or make some type of compromise, but things will work out. If you're getting a divorce or child support or waiting for that DNA to come in, someone's getting a DNA test where you're pregnant and checking to see if the baby is yours. And once this is done, it feels like, I don't know how I feel about that, but let me tell you what had happened. So, there's a DNA or someone realizing that they're pregnant, and they told the other person, but they weren't expecting for the person to want to move. It's like, oh, you're pregnant? Oh, we may as well I'm moving in. Oh, you're pregnant? Oh, it's like whoever this is, they are like, we're going to make it through this. We got this. There may have been some type of an unexpected pregnancy where like you missed your pill or something like that. Condom bust. I heard you can get pregnant through condoms, and you can get AIDS through condoms. Whatever, that's what I heard, child. I'm not a doctor. Obstetrician, gynecologist, I don't know. I don't work for the CDC. I feel like there's a need by the end of the month there's a need to someone is turning their back on a Libra and possibly going with a Taurus. But by the end of the month, it really feels like you get justice in the end. Maybe done with an Aquarius too. Or there may be an Aquarius that is moving away, detaching here because of a baby being born or trying to start something new with a younger person. Whatever, that's what it said. All right. I love y'all. Coming out that meditative state was not the easiest job. Ooh, child. All right. I love y'all and thank y'all. Bye.